Hello, welcome to Digital Farm TV Rural News. I'm Andy Walker. It's been a big week in Canberra this week with a quality lineup of industry speakers at the National Farmers Federation 2014 Congress, coverage of which has made it into the national news media. The Federal Agriculture Minister Barnaby Joyce reopened the debate on more dams to be funded by private-public partnerships. And he threatened to get tough on supermarkets beating up on long-suffering farmers. Our Digital Farm team was on hand to capture the tone and mood of the conference, and we have a ute load of one-on-one interviews with key players during agriculture's Asian resurgence. Keep tuning in during coming weeks so you don't miss the conversation. This week we feature Barnaby Joyce's full presentation to the Congress and exclusive interviews with the NFF's new CEO, Simon Talbot, and New South Wales farmers, Fiona Simpson. Federal Agriculture Minister Barnaby Joyce this week promised to defend family farmers against mining company incursions and mistreatment by supermarket giants. Releasing a government green paper on agricultural competitiveness, the minister described farming as an inherently noble occupation and said the government wanted to help farmers achieve better returns. The fact farmers received between only 10 and 15% of a final retail price when they had done the majority of the work was inherently unfair, Barnaby Joyce said, opening the National Farmers Federation 2014 Congress. He said the government was considering tougher regulations to protect farmers from exploitation by supermarket giants. A new National Farmers Federation report recommends peak state farmer organisations be rationalised and in future work more closely with commodity groups across Australia. President Brent Finlay told the NFF 2014 Congress in Canberra this week that farmers wanted sector advocacy efforts to be streamlined and strengthened. The NFF report, the Newgate Review into the Future of Farm Sector Representation, was based largely on farm gate research and aimed to be the start of a broader process of optimising farmer representation. New South Wales Farmers President Fiona Simpson told the Digital Farm she welcomed the news, which she described as an exciting opportunity for farm representation nationally.
Look, I think it's an incredibly exciting time for agricultural representation. We now have the opportunity to start a conversation that will help our agricultural representation evolve into a better model for the future. Even though the burden is a little bit heavy for us representatives at the moment, this is something that has happened numerous times since Federation, where people have had a look at the way that they are advocating for agricultural policy and evolved into a better way for the future. And that's what this will offer.
Every time I hear China, I want to hear Indonesia. So said the National Farmers Federation's new CEO, Simon Talbot, on his first day on the job in Canberra this week. Simon Talbot, the first NFF CEO to come from a big business international food investment background, said China's market potential should not be allowed to overshadow the Indonesian opportunity.
All the top 6 countries doing food and fibre exports are all clambering over themselves to access China. Nobody's clambering over themselves as a country to access Indonesia. And we, as Australians and our nearest neighbour, have that opportunity. That should be our mandate. We need to be in Indonesia first. We need to be developing the best free trade agreement. We need to go to the 5 big Indonesian cities and be constructive and innovative around how we get customs clearance, how we get QA systems that are complementary. Even things like how do we actually develop warehousing facilities where you can actually put multiple Australian products in and know they're going to get to market in full, on time, in full quality specifications.